Alright guys, so I tried out the Ace Lows. I've had these for about a year. You can see there's grease everywhere because I like to put grease in the pivot cups. And these Ace Lows have been through some testing, man. I didn't really like Ace Lows. I rode them for a little bit. The pop is really quick. Your board hits the ground really fast. If you like that, if you're just trying to get your flip tricks off the ground and you don't care about getting them high, maybe lows are a good way to get into skating. Then get some lows. I would recommend that. If you're just trying to pop that tail and you don't care how high you're trying to ollie or how high you're trying to kickflip or nothing, and you just want to get that board to snap off the ground, get some Ace Lows. Me, I like my tricks at a certain height. I've come accustomed to getting comfortable with making my tricks a little higher, so I was riding the lows on 1/4-inch risers, which is cool because the 1/4-inch risers make them about the same height as regular aces. Now these are the new inverteds, and I put some Loctite on there where the axle is exposed, and they're also the same height as the Ace AF1s, which basically are the same thing. The Ace inverted base plates and the Ace AF1s, they're the same base plates. They give you the same height. See, if I hold this base plate up to an Ace AF1 base plate, you can see what makes them lower. The lows drop down in the front there, and then they make the bushing sit lower too. So that's the Ace Lows, and then you got the Ace AF1s. I literally tried these for like over a year, trying to make them work with 1/4-inch risers, and they do. They're just getting a little worn out, so I'm changing them out, because I even tried doing my own little inverted reverse kingpin for a while, and I banged the kingpins out and then I put them back in. Well, now when I step on my board, it goes because it's not as stable as it once was, so I'm switching them out. Hold on a second. Here's what I'm talking about. I had these kingpins in there, and they are like from the Crux King's pins, or you can just get them online too. They actually sell these ones from, you can just deep search the internet, but it's cool. They like fit in the washer. So I had done that to the Ace Lows because I was interested in all that stuff, but then I put the regular ones back in. Okay, so I just want to talk about the different sizes of these and why I choose to do this combo. Because basically what I did is I took the hangers off, because the hangers are still good, off the lows, and I put them on AF1 base plates. But I had some choices. I could have just changed over to Thunders, or just changed right over to these ones. But these are so nice. I want to hold on to them until I get really good at some tricks and then skate them. Because they're really meant for smiths and stuff on ledges and stuff, I think. So I don't know. I want to get better at those backsmiths and smiths and stuff. But they're just really nice. Anyways, so while I was deciding what I was going to do, I went ahead and measured the wheelbases and the heights, so you can know the difference from Ace lows to Ace AF1s. And my other choice I had some new Thunders sitting around. And when I say wheelbase, I'm actually going to talk about the wheelbase when they're attached to the board. So I left my bolts in, and I went and then measured from center of the axle to center of the axle. On the Ace lows, surprisingly, you do get a slightly different wheelbase on Ace lows compared to Ace AF1s because the height is a little bit different. So because the height is a little bit different, it makes it extend out a little bit. So Ace lows are pretty short. If you put it on a 14.5-inch wheelbase board, you get like 17 3/8. And if you put the Ace highs on a 14.5-inch wheelbase board, you get about almost 17.5. 17 and like 7/16. So they're like an 1/8 inch to 3/16 wider wheelbase between Ace lows and Ace AF1s. So I thought that was interesting. The height difference is about 5 millimeters, which actually feels like a lot. So I wanted you guys to know that. And then I guess I just talk about the Thunders. The wheelbase on a 14.5-inch board for Thunders makes it 17 5/8 wide. And the heights of these Thunders are like 52. So they're like 1 millimeter shorter than Ace AF1s as height. But they are like 4 millimeters higher than Ace lows. So it's a good in between. But the thing with Thunders is the base plate. After you put your wheels on for tail slides and stuff, it's definitely going to make your wheels rub on the ledge. You have a wider wheelbase, which is cool. I'm still going to hold on to these unless someone buys them, but I've just been used to riding Aces, so I put the hangers, because the hangers are interchangeable. So I put the hanger and the 60 and the AF1 one. So now I have that solid, what was it, 53? You probably could even get a little more depending on your bushings. And that's the other reason why I just stuck with this combo, because I don't know, I like those bushings. We'll just keep them new. So yeah. Heights Ace lows is like 48. But if you put the 1/4-inch riser pads on it, you get like 52 or 53, which is what I was trying to do. I was trying to make them the same height as regular AF1s by doing that. But they started doing this weird clicking. See where I hammered them in and then put like a square bit in the bottom to tap it in a little extra. So it's got a lot of pressure in there right now. That kingpin is in there really good. But it's in there so good, there's no play between the little grooves where the kingpin goes in, so it kind of clicks. But it doesn't click like loose, it clicks because it's just like so tight. So they're technically still good. And you can still technically get the same height as AF1s. So we'll keep them or, pass them on to someone. So right now I'm switching over to, we're going to have these hangers on regular AF1. So it's basically an AF1 truck now, which is basically going to be the same when I do this. So it'll be a nice smooth transition. I'll have the same geometry. I'll have the same truck turning. I'll have the same base plate to where you can see it. That wheel is behind the base plate. It's not going to rub the ledge. So that'll keep those slides and stuff consistent. And the bushings are even going to be the same because I did the Ace stock bones hard combos. So on these Ace lows, the Ace stocks were on the bottom actually, and the top was the bones hards. But on this one, the bottoms are going to be bones hards, and the tops are going to be the Ace stocks. The Ace stocks are a really good feel to them, man. They're not like hard and plasticky like other hard bushings. They're like still hard, but they have like a, I don't know, there's like a good formula going on there with Ace bushings. And these are the older ones. I had a friend sell me these old Ace AF1s, and they had the yellowish stock Aces in them still. So these are going to be good trucks. I mean, still the same hangers. Got my markings on there, so I know that's a tail. And I know that's the nose. So I'm going to put these on the board. So I have that height, and I won't need riser pads. But I still like the shock pads. And you see it's all greased up. I was trying to avoid that weird clicking I was getting by greasing everything. But now I can just put these right on the board. Which I'm stoked about because I haven't had my board normal for like a year, trying to make those work. So that'll be cool. Basically, I'm going to be just writing regular Ace AF1s. Then I'll practice some tricks on these. Like, I'll start trying to get better at backsmiths. And I can do smiths and feebles on rails, but I really want to get like backsmiths. I don't really want to get front smiths on ledges too much because, I don't know, I'd rather spend time learning backsmiths, and then I could probably just do front smiths anyways. But yeah, man, they look beat up, but they're basically halfway new. Base plates are going to be new, bushings are new, and then I'll have a normal board, sort of. So there's the truck madness for now. Quick review. Lows are 48s. Thunders are 52. Ace AF1s are 53. And they're almost pretty much all the same height. You're talking about a millimeter here after you add a quarter and tricer pad on the lows. And then you got the Ace AF1s normal and the Thunders normal. You're talking 52 and 53 and 53. But I feel like that's a good height that maybe I'll want to go higher, like a standard Indy, but I don't know. I like my board kind of low, but just not too low. That's why I like mellow kicks too. I was riding some steeper concaves and steeper angles where they were like 22 or 23, which is a lot. I think I like 20 and like 21, dude. Just mellow. It seems to work nice. But yeah, that's my board madness for today. Figuring out. I really like this shape. I really like the amount of flat after the truck is on the tail. I like the wheelbase. I like the concave, the mellowness. And I know for sure I'm really going to like these. I've been wanting to ride these, and I've just been torturing myself not riding them just regular AF ones, because I know I'm gonna like the height. It's just what I've been wanting. So normal setup. All right, later.